Hey Hofstra fans, we hope you enjoyed your off-season. It's time once again for the WB Masons Coaches Report with Kristina Hernandez. I'm Rob Joyce, joined by the head coach of the Hofstra volleyball team, Kristina Hernandez. Coach, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How was the off-season?
It's been good. They worked really hard in spring and we've got some new kids in, so we've been doing some good things during preseason, definitely ready to go.
Training camp started a couple weeks ago. How's progress?
Things are going well. We've got some new players in different positions. We moved Nikki to the middle. We've got some different right sides. Giovanna's been on the outside for us. So a different look for us than last year. But things have been going really well. They're training really well. And we've been seeing a lot of progress every day.
Now, last year you only brought back 5 players. This year it's 11. Have you found that camp's been a bit smoother and more doing game prep more than learning a system?
Definitely. We've been working a lot in game situations and really kind of dealing with them in high pressure situations rather than having to take the time and teach them so much of the systems. So it's more about cleaning things up and making it a little bit smoother and more fluent rather than having to start from the basics.
Now, last year you lose 2 seniors, both your middle blockers, Erica Chari and Anissa Whitney. You said Nikki Kinnear is going to move there. How is that replacement going?
It's been going great. It's almost like that's where she needed to be in the first place. It really suits her. She's really fast. She's got a quick arm. It's been going really well. Sarah is actually doing a really good job for us. She's a transfer that came in this year, and she's been really strong in there as well. Her blocking's been great, and she's really starting to connect with the hitters. And Sonia's really doing a good job this year. She didn't play at all. I think she maybe played 1 set for us last year. But within the past 2 weeks, she's improved tremendously, and we're really excited to see what she's going to be able to do this season.
The other senior you lose, Taylor Moore, your right side hitter. Do you have a replacement for her so far?
Anna Kittlar's been doing a really good job. She's a big body. She puts up a great block for us, and her attacking's gotten a lot cleaner. She's doing a lot of dynamic things in the gym, but we've also got Nikki kind of going on the right side when we've got Sonia. So we've got some different options for the middle and right side that we're playing with, which is great. So I think last year we kind of only had a few people that we really could only put in that position. So we have a little bit more depth in those 2 positions that we have than we did last year.
Now you mentioned Anna Kittlar, you mentioned Sonia, 2 of your 6 sophomores. What kind of progression have you seen from the sophomores from last year to now?
Huge improvement. They're a little bit more calm in the gym. They're really actually trying to learn how to be, good scorers and create more of an offense for themselves and really just developed in that manner and been a little more mature in that. So, even Kelsey has just opened her range offensively, what she's being able to do and how she's scoring. So I think that that's the big improvement that we've seen from our sophomores.
Now you have 3 newcomers. You mentioned a couple, 1 freshman, 2 transfers. Talk a little about them.
Sarah is a middle, like you said. She's from Laredo Community College. She's a strong blocker, very strong, so we've been working on getting her in the offense, doing some different things that she didn't do at the junior college level, running some slides, and a lot of stuff behind the setter. She's a great competitor. She's got a lot of energy, so we really like having her on the court. Giovanna is an outside. She's going to play outside for us. Huge height, 6'4", puts up a great block. She is a very smart outside, not a very high error outside. She makes great plays. She keeps the ball in play, and she's going to put some balls away for us. So it's nice to have an outside that kind of balances out like that, along with Kelsey, who's more of a scorer.
Now with Nikki Kinnear moving to the middle, who replaces her, the outside hitter?
We have Giovanna, Kelsey, and then Emily is also kind of right behind there. She's had some great things last year towards the end of the season, and we're kind of just working on her consistency a little bit more, but she's definitely moving in the right direction, and I think we'll see a lot of her towards the middle of the season.
Between her, Kelsey Wills, and then setter Catalina Cherry, how's the timing been?
Good. Kat is really determined on being perfect this year. It's her last season, and so she's been really working hard in the gym and staying after and really kind of getting the good kind of reps that she needs. But she's a good leader on the court, and she's got a really good presence, so it's nice to have a senior setter that's been with us already for a year and that we don't have to really teach her the system.
Well, regular season starts this week. Is the team ready to go? Excited to finally get a regular match in?
Definitely. They've been working really hard. We've been training really well, and we just want to kind of see them in action. 7
of your first 8 matches are at home. Does that kind of get them into a rhythm before classes start, not having to go anywhere?
Yeah, I think it's nice to be at home and kind of be able to stay here and be in our own element and kind of get off to a good start for our first matches. We definitely like being at home, so it's definitely a good thing.
Friday, the Hofstra A6 Invitational against Providence at 11. Then later in the night, you get Fairleigh Dickinson. What have you seen from those 2?
We have no idea.
All right.
It's it's the first matches of the season, so we can really go off of what we see on the web or even old games from last year. But I think the big thing that we've been working on is training our team and making sure that we're prepared with what we need to do and being able to make adjustments quicker in the game. So that's really where our training's been going. We'll kind of have to see with Providence, especially since our first match, both of our first matches, we'll kind of just have to see what they have.
And then both teams on Saturday, Marist as well as UC Riverside, you haven't seen either. So how do you prepare for all these matches, not having seen any of the teams? It's 4 in 2 days.
Really just preparing our team. Marist and UCR will have a day to at least watch them and scout them against each other, so that will be helpful. But like I said, I think we've been training for our team to make sure that we're prepared and that we're training at the right level where we can make adjustments during the match.
What are you looking for this weekend?
I want to see what we've been training on. They've been passing and serving really well. I think it's going to be a great strength for us. So if we can go in there and do that this weekend, then I think the rest will kind of fall into place.
And last year you finished 14 and 17. How close is this team to getting over the hump and getting back to at least 500?
It's really close. If we continue to train at the level we're training at, everybody continues to get better. I think we'll just improve. Every single match that we're doing. They've got a huge learning curve that we're still getting at, and there's a lot of talent on this team, and they're very young. So, it's exciting. And if we can do those things in the gym, then we'll continue to improve all season.
Head coach Kristina Hernandez. Coach, thank you very much for the time.
Thank you.
Hofstra takes on Providence College at 11 a.m. on Friday. You can follow all the action on GoHofstra.com. I'm Rob Joyce. Thanks for tuning in to the WB Masons Coaches Report with Kristina Hernandez.